Hello, and thank you for tuning in today. We're going to explore a technique that has stirred up quite the conversation around lottery winnings, and it's something that a few might dismiss as too good to be true, yet it has piqued the curiosity of many hopefuls looking to turn their fortunes around in just 2 days. Today, explore this lottery strategy, examining not only its claims, but also the mechanics behind it, all while keeping our discussion grounded in realism and practical advice. Many of us dream of hitting that jackpot, imagining a life where financial worries are a thing of the past. It's a universal desire, one that lottery games across the world capitalize on week after week. But what really lies behind the allure of these games? Is it sheer luck, or can one's chances genuinely be improved through some form of strategy? That's what we're here to find out. Let's unpack how lotteries work. At its core, the lottery is a game of chance. Numbers are drawn at random, and the odds of matching these numbers with the ones on your ticket are quite slim. For instance, in a typical 6 out of 49 game, the odds of winning the jackpot are about 1 in 14 million. These odds highlight the randomness and unpredictability inherent in such games. But despite these daunting odds, lotteries continue to be incredibly popular. This popularity is fueled by the game's simplicity and the massive payouts involved, which continue to draw in scores of players who cling to the hope of a life-changing win. Alongside understanding the basic mechanics, it's crucial to address some common misconceptions about the lottery. A prevalent myth is that the lottery is just a matter of luck, and that no real strategy can change one's chances of winning. While it's true that luck plays a significant role, this doesn't fully capture the whole picture. Over the years, many have proposed various strategies that claim to increase the odds of winning, ranging from using lucky numbers like birthdays and anniversaries to more complex systems involving mathematical and statistical analysis. This leads us to the concept of lottery strategies. It's important to delineate the difference between strategy and pure luck. Strategies in the lottery context don't guarantee a win, nothing can. However, they aim to improve the odds of winning. Some people use frequency analysis, selecting numbers that appear more often, or due analysis, choosing those that are due to appear based on past draws. Others look to the law of averages, or even employ software that claims to predict winning numbers based on historical data. While many of these strategies sound promising, they are often met with skepticism. How effective are they really? Can they truly make a difference, or are they just giving players a false sense of control? While we move forward, remember, the aim here isn't to endorse or sell a foolproof winning system. Rather, it's to explore an intriguing strategy that claims to defy the typical expectations of lottery gaming. By understanding the foundations of lottery games and the nature of the strategies used, we can better evaluate the validity of the shocking lottery winning technique. We're going to introduce a technique that has been the topic of many discussions. It's not just another strategy, it's a method that some say could dramatically shift the odds in your favor. Now, you might be wondering what makes this technique different from the dozens of other strategies out there. The key lies in its unique approach to selecting numbers, timing purchases, and even the way tickets are processed. This technique isn't just a hodgepodge of old tricks. It is said to be based on a combination of statistical analysis and precise timing. The proponents of this method argue that by understanding the patterns of number draws and adjusting your playing strategy accordingly, you can increase your chances of a win. But before we get too carried away, let's hold on to a healthy dose of skepticism. After all, the lottery is still a game of chance, and no technique can provide a guarantee. What's particularly intriguing about this method is how it claims to utilize readily available data in a way that's not been widely adopted by the general public. The technique involves analyzing years of lottery data to identify not only the most frequently drawn numbers, but also to pinpoint the times and conditions under which winning tickets were purchased. So how does this shocking technique work? Let's break it down. The first step involves gathering extensive data on past lottery draws, which can often be found publicly on official lottery websites. This data includes not only the winning numbers, but also the dates and times of the draws, and sometimes the number of winners. The second step is the analysis. This is where things get technical. The method uses statistical algorithms to analyze patterns in the data, looking for any recurring trends or anomalies. For example, it might find that certain numbers tend to be drawn together, or that wins are more frequent at certain times of the year. Once the analysis is complete, the strategy comes into play. Based on the findings, the technique recommends the optimal times to buy lottery tickets, as well as which numbers to choose. And it might suggest, for instance, purchasing tickets on a Friday evening rather than a Monday morning, based on historical win rates. The technique advises on the volume of play. Contrary to the usual advice of budgeting a fixed amount for lottery tickets, this strategy may recommend varying your ticket purchases based on the predicted probabilities of winning at different times. It's essential to approach this with caution, however. While the technique uses a scientific approach, the nature of the lottery means there is always a significant element of luck involved. No amount of analysis can change the random draw of numbers, and it's important to never spend more on lottery tickets than you can afford to lose. When considering any lottery strategy, it's crucial to ask, where is the proof? This technique, interestingly, has garnered a mix of skepticism and endorsement. Various independent reviews and analysis claim to validate the effectiveness of this technique, although direct evidence, such as verified winnings, is naturally hard to come by due to privacy and randomness. Several anecdotal accounts and testimonial claims provide some form of backing. Supporters of this technique often cite cases where individuals have supposedly used this method to win multiple times. These stories, while compelling, are presented without revealing personal details to respect privacy and confidentiality. This kind of evidence can be intriguing, but also warrants a cautious approach. As viewers, it is important to remain critical and discerning, recognizing that anecdotal evidence does not equate to a guarantee of success. Certain statisticians and mathematicians have provided insights into the method's potential. They argue that while the technique does not alter the fundamental probabilities of the game, it optimizes the selection process to potentially favor the player's odds. This statistical backing adds a layer of credibility to the technique, suggesting that there is at least some rational basis behind the claims. Looking into this method, it's vital to address the legal and ethical aspects of employing such a strategy in lottery games. First and foremost, it's essential to ensure that any strategy used is compliant with local lottery laws and regulations. The technique discussed does not involve any form of cheating or manipulation of the game itself. It's based purely on analysis and strategic behavior, which are typically lawful. But the ethical considerations are a bit more complex. Some may question whether it is fair to use advanced statistical methods to improve one's odds in a game traditionally based on luck. Is it ethical to have a possible advantage over others who might not have access to or the capability to use such strategies? These questions are significant and worth considering. They highlight the need for responsible gambling and fairness in gaming. There is an ethical responsibility to discourage excessive gambling. This technique, while potentially beneficial, should not be seen as a way to encourage irresponsible spending on lottery tickets. It's crucial to remember that no strategy can eliminate the risks of loss inherent in gambling. While the lottery winning technique we've discussed holds potential, it's essential to understand and acknowledge the inherent risks associated with any form of gambling. The most critical risk is financial. It's crucial to stress that no technique, no matter how well founded in statistical analysis, can guarantee a win. Therefore, the decision to spend money on lottery tickets should always be made with financial responsibility in mind. There is also the risk of addiction. The excitement and hope that comes from employing a new technique can lead to more frequent and larger bets. This behavior can quickly spiral into gambling addiction, which has serious financial and personal consequences. Remember, the lottery should not be seen as a financial strategy, but rather as a form of entertainment with an associated cost. There's the emotional impact. Winning and more frequently losing can take a significant emotional toll. Regularly playing the lottery with the expectation of winning, fueled by a belief in a particular system, can lead to disappointment and stress if the outcomes are not as desired. It's important for players to maintain a balanced perspective and treat lottery play as a fun, occasional activity without attaching too much hope or significance to the results. Given the risks associated with lottery gambling, let's consider some alternatives that can be both fun and financially more reliable. One of the most straightforward alternatives is investing in financial markets. While this also involves risk, unlike the lottery, investing is generally based on historical data, economic theories, and market trends, which can be analyzed and used to make informed decisions. Tools and resources available to investors also provide a level of control and involvement in how your money is used, which is not present in lottery gambling. Another alternative is to participate in savings challenges or personal finance games that not only provide a structure for saving money, but also add an element of fun and competition. These tools often encourage participants to save a portion of their income regularly, which can lead to significant financial benefits over time. If the thrill of potentially winning something is too appealing to pass up, consider entering sweepstakes or contests that do not require payment to participate. These can offer the excitement of the chance to win prizes without the financial risk associated with buying lottery tickets. While we close our video, I encourage you to think critically about the information presented. If you're considering using this or any lottery strategy, do so responsibly. Remember, the best approach is one that fits within your personal financial plan and ethical boundaries. Never spend more than you can afford to lose, and treat the lottery as a form of entertainment, not a financial solution. I also urge you to keep learning and stay informed. The more you understand about the games you play and the strategies you employ, the better prepared you are to make wise decisions. If you found this topic interesting and would like to learn more about similar strategies, financial planning, or responsible gambling, please consider subscribing to our channel. Your engagement helps us to continue producing content that informs, educates, and empowers. Let's remember that while the lottery can be a fun and exciting diversion, the real winning strategy in life involves making informed choices, investing in your future, and nurturing relationships that bring joy and fulfillment. These are the jackpots that truly transform lives. No luck needed. Thank you for watching, and I look forward to bringing you more insightful content soon. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more updates, and share this video with anyone who might find it helpful. Your support means the world to us.